Everybody's good at something, right? But how do you know if you're good at something? For example, how do people know if they're good at English or French or playing soccer? Do you think they might need a test? Hi, my name is Miguel Acuña. I'm a student at the National Open and Distance University of Colombia, and in this video I will talk about the importance of assessment in the learning process, and then I will give advice to some teachers on their assessment process. Let's start with assessment. Assessment is more than just a grade. It is defined as the evaluation of a student's achievement on a course. Assessment is an important part of the learning process because teachers and even students themselves need to know how much of the goals of the class has been achieved. In other words, assessment is a way to know how much you know of something. Remember the example I gave you at the beginning? If you want to know how much English you know or how good you are at playing soccer, you need assessment. Teachers take assessment as a tool to plan or replan their lessons in order to create effective classes where students really learn. If a teacher notices that their students are still confused in something in particular, they may need to go in a different way for their students to actually learn and achieve the goal of the class. But not only teachers take advantage of this, students can take advantage of assessment. Assessment is also important to students. Through assessment, students know their level of understanding and get feedback from their teachers. They can also realize how well they're doing and what they can improve. So, teachers use assessment as a tool to know how much their students understand or know of something and to plan better lessons. And students can take advantage of the feedback their teachers give them in the assessment. It's a win-win situation. That's why assessment is an important part of learning in school or everywhere. Now let's continue with the analysis of the teacher who needs some advice, Priya and Raul. First of all, both of them present clear assessment patterns. This helps students to see what they need to improve, and they also motivate the student to keep better and better. Raul is very encouraging in his feedback, where Priya gives a message of good work and a star. Students love that. However, Raul's feedback needs more information. Even though he has corrected the mistakes in the writing, it seems like the students only need to be careful with the capital letters, and that's it. And Priya's feedback seems a little bit cold for me. I think both Raul and Priya need to be more specific in their feedbacks next time. Because students not only need to know what to improve, but also how to improve it. I would recommend having a rubric to assess writing and speaking exercises. That would be clearer assessment. There's a mistake in line 3, and as I said, they didn't highlight it because that's not what they were focusing on in that class. They're not evaluating that apparently, so there's no problem with that for them. If I were that student's teacher, I would focus on the same mistakes they highlighted in the writing because it's what you usually assess in a writing exercise, you know. But I would have corrected the mistake in line 3. I usually have a rubric a writing rubric when I assess these writing exercises to be more objective in my assessment and in the feedback I give my students. I tend to use Raul's method more. I highlight the mistake, I correct the mistakes in the writing, and in the end I give a little feedback on what they can improve and how they can improve that. And I always try to encourage my students to keep working and just get better and better. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope this video has been very informative. So see you next time.